Hello everybody, it's International Tabletop Day today, and it couldn't be any better than having Luís Brüeh, the designer of Dwarfs, here at Playstories Cafe in Athens. Hello Luís.
Hello, nice to meet you guys. I'm Luís Brüeh from Brazil, so...
So you kind of feel like home because you're in Athens, Greece now, and it is sunny and it is warm.
Oh. I really love Athens because I really love how Greek people are. We are really close in the way that we feel, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it.
So tell us a bit about Dwarfs, about how the whole idea came and how you actually created the game.
So when I was in Canada for the first few months, I was experiencing my first fall.
Okay.
So in a way, it was really beautiful. But I never had winter. And we all know that Canada's winter is really harsh.
Yeah.
So I was, okay, what will gonna happen with my life? I will probably gonna die in a few months. So because of this, I started to drawing some dwarfs and the way that they would feel in a place that is really beautiful, but you are afraid of something, you know? That's why I started creating Dwarf7s Fall. But then on, I met Konstantinos, and we started to discussing about doing a seasons game, you know? More than one game, passing through the seasons, and how it could be like you are building kingdoms, but in a way, you are also passing through different kinds of environmental things. Mm-hmm. So because of it, it's how we did it, you know?
So Fall was the first game because Fall was the first season that you experienced in Canada.
Exactly.
Okay, this is really exciting actually. So tell us a bit about Dwar7s Fall, which is the first game, and we already know that it has been a great hit on Kickstarter and of course in retail.
Okay, so Dwar7s Fall is a game that you are building a kingdom and you are trying to gather food and stock it to survive the winter that is coming. Mm-hmm. So in a way, you are doing things, you are building, which means that something happened before. You don't know exactly what because you are starting from scratch. It's different when you have Dwarfs Winter, because Dwarfs Winter, everything is already built.
Okay.
Okay? So, here you have a hand of cards, which is 9. You start with 9 kingdom cards, and you need to place the cards in order to place your meeples on top of it and get some gems and stuff in order to trade for food. And the food is the most important thing because they are the goals of the game. Mm-hmm. You know, when someone have 3 goals, you can end the game and count out the points, which are completed goals, gems, and your kingdom. Mm-hmm. But the really cool twist in Dwarfs Fall is that you can place the tiles on top of tiles.
Yeah.
So this is how we changed a little bit things in a worker placement game, because the spots are not always the same, and you kind of feel like you are doing area control, but you are also doing some take that and meaningful stuff with each other. So it's a little bit mean, this game. It's a little bit, I can assure you, because you have these ogres and stuff, but it is also cute, you know? So it's a friendly game, but you can be mean, but it's up to you at the end. You know?
Well, it has a lot of intense player interaction,
yeah,
and
exactly.
this is always good in a game because you never get bored in the table.
Exactly.
So moving on to Dwarfs Winter, can you tell us what is different between this and Fall?
Okay, Dwarfs Winter, you start with a huge board.
Okay.
And it's the first time that I see these miniatures, so I'm extremely excited about it. So, Dwarfs Winter starts from when Fall ends.
Okay.
So you all build a great kingdom, and you are all together, and you need this time to in a way, cooperate to survive.
Okay.
Okay? This is not a full co-op game because there's 2 ways of the game can end. Or one person wins alone, or everyone, you lose together.
You don't survive the
You
winter
don't
in that
survive.
game. Okay.
That's it. So if you win the game, if you can beat the 7 weeks, the person that has more victory points will win the game. But the really cool twist in this game is the following mechanism. So you are building your hand, and you need to make it as strong as powerful as possible, because you will be able to follow the music of the other players are playing it. So it's like in the Snow White movie, the dwarfs are always singing something. Here we are singing something because it's too cold, or else we would freeze to death. So you are trying to make decisions based on what you think your opponents are doing and what you think they will be doing. So because of it, it's a really different game because it's way more based on a deck building, but it's not really a deck building, it's a hand building game. Yeah. Then this one, it has no tiles, but it feels like that the story is moving on, you know?
Okay. So from what you've said, okay, we've seen a bigger box. Okay. We've seen an upgrade in components between the two games. I am guessing that we should be waiting for at least a couple of more games because we haven't seen spring and we haven't seen summer. I don't know how those are in Canada. And I don't know how those are in Dwarfs. So is there something that you can share with us for those? Someone is saying a big no-no over here behind the camera.
My here say, oh, we should keep the secret. So we are really excited about working on the next few games, and we are really excited in making a huge campaign mode after everything is done. This is the only thing that I can share right now. But
I will live with that. Okay, I will live with that.
So it's a kind of a civilization game breaking in 4 steps.
Okay.
So you are building your own civilization in 4 different games, and you will walk through this amazing story all together. And I hope that you all like it, because we are doing our best.
I know that all of them are your creations, your babies, but which one is your favorite, or which is your favorite element? Oh,
right now, my very favorite element is this amazing miniatures over there. but in a way, each game has its own heart, you know? When I was first creating this game, I had some very specific in mind, but then Konstantinos helped me with balancing stuff, and then from then on, it's not like it's just me anymore. We are a team, and we just keep discussing. I was discussing spring with Tassos today. Things in order to do something different in each game. So each and every game will not be the same at all. We have some elements that will keep appearing. For example,
the dwarves.
The dwarfs, and we are trying not to use dice because we are trying to make it feel people feel comfortable with the games. You know, if the first two doesn't use dice, probably the next two want to use it anyway. But I really love Dwarf Fall. Really, I really do. I believe that this is the game that I played more than 400 times. So I could assume that this is my very favorite one by now. But I will probably keep playing Dwarfs Winter until I get there. So
we'll discuss again when you reach 400 plays in Dwarfs Winter.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So about you personally, aside of Dwarfs, any plans for the future?
My plans right now. I'm really happy with how Covil is doing on BGG. Mm-hmm. Covil is the other game that I did with Vesuvius Media. And it's not a plan, it's a dream. I dream that I can convince these guys in placing some miniatures on that game as well, because I am in love with this miniatures concept. But and a plan that I am doing right now is I really want this series, the Dwarf series, to become something really that people can have good feelings about it through, I don't know, the next 10 years. This is my dream, basically.
Well, this is a feasible dream. It is something that can happen.
Yeah.
If we all try. Yeah. I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you very much for your time. This was Luís Brüeh, everyone, the designer of the Dwarfs series and of Covil by Vesuvius Media. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your time in Athens.
Thank you.